Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Don't know how well that's going to show up. I'm supposed to leave in the morning on the motorcycle. And there's a winter storm warning in effect until 11 p.m. tonight. Heavy snow, additional snow accumulations of 10 to 20 inches. Wind gusts as high as 50 miles an hour. And that's for the Blue Mountains. And on I-84, I have to cross the Blue Mountains on Dead Man's Pass between Pendleton and La Grande.
Well, good morning. We are headed down to, where are we headed? Utah. Left this morning. It's my first stop for gas and coffee. We're in Connell, Washington. And I had to ride in the rain for a little bit. It's about 40 degrees. It stayed dry and warm. Gear is working like it's supposed to. There was a storm that moved through last night. Supposed to have left 10 to 20 inches in the Blue Mountains, and well, that's where I'm headed. So hopefully by the time I get there, snow and ice is off the road, and we can cruise through Dead Man's Pass and just continue this journey. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit of a detour. So stick around. Stop number 2, Pendleton. Getting ready to head over the Blue Mountains, so time to put the waterproof gloves back on and see what we get. Okay, real quick, because it's starting to rain again. Made to Baker City. Pass was very cold and very wet. Ran into a little bit of snow, but it wasn't sticking, so that was great. I head back out while I'm still dry. Well, this obviously isn't a tent. I could not find a campground that let me pitch tent, an RV park. That's not true. One guy could, but he had no bathrooms. He's a self-contained RV park, so you have to have a bathroom on you. He's got sewer hookups at each site, which did me no good. So I did the right thing and got the cheapest hotel I could find, or the second cheapest. We're at what is this? Barton's 93 Club in Jackpot. Got here right before dark and got the stuff in the room, and then went over and had some dinner in the restaurant, and now I'm going to get things set for tomorrow and get some kip. So, what a day. Rain quite a bit of the way to the Tri-Cities, and then it was fine through Pendleton, and basically as soon as I started up the pass, it started raining. And it rained and snowed all the way over the pass, all the way through La Grande, almost to Baker City. And then it was decent until I got to east of Boise, and then the wind started. Oh my God, the wind was insane. So tomorrow, the warmest it's going to be in Jackpot's 38, and that's at 7 a.m. So I'm going to get up and get going early before it gets too cold in the mountains, and before the moisture moves in. Make our way down to, I looked into, because I could easily get to Cathedral Gorge tomorrow. So I thought, I'll add the night before. Yeah, completely booked. So I got to figure out where there is a BLM campground. But if the state campground's full, that very well may be full of RVs. But if I get there early enough, I might have a shot. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. Yeah, see you in the morning. Well, good morning. The bike's all packed up. It's looking like a cooler but drier day today. And gonna head out. First stop is gonna be Wells, where I think we get some breakfast. And then, yeah, it's time to do this thing. Morning, everybody. It's day 3, and things are not going as planned. Let's see, I had to push through to a hurricane on day 2, which wasn't supposed to happen until day 4 because of the weather. And I got here and I tried to set up my tent, and the wind was blowing too hard, and my tent's too big of a profile for the sandy soil to stay staked. So I did the right thing and went to Walmart and bought the cheapest, smallest tent I could find. That got us through the night. Been up since about 5 a.m. and got some laundry going, had some coffee. So all in all, not terrible, but I'm in my day use pod, which has heat and yeah, so not terrible, but not as planned. Hoping maybe brave the weather, pop out excuse me, pop out and visit Zion maybe, and definitely need to run out and grab some food, although I've had my coffee, so coffee's good. Yeah, we're gonna see what today brings. Thanks for coming along. Good morning, it's Wednesday. I went down last night, yesterday afternoon, and went through registration, so that's all taken care of. Games don't start till 8 o'clock tomorrow, 9 o'clock tomorrow. I think gates open at 8. So I've got the day to do with whatever I want, and it's sunny outside. So I'm going to go ride through Zion, maybe up to Bryce. We'll see what the day brings.
One eternity later.
Well, I rode through Zion, and then, I was right near Orderville, so I went over to Archie's, Food to Die For, and had myself a burger. It'd be rude not to. And then since I was just down the road from Glendale, I thought, well, we'll swing up to Fab Rats, and just had a lovely chat with Grandma in there. Picked up some merch, and she said, it's okay to go check out some of the rigs that are here. There's the wood truck, the taco, $55. Cool Ford. Yeah. It was Paul and Company are over at the over for the games already, and that's where we'll be tomorrow. Oh, it's a beautiful morning. Made it here to Sand Hollow State Park. It's day one of the off-road games. I'm waiting for the bus to take me kind of somewhere over there. Yeah. Should be a good time. Beautiful weather so far. Well, good morning. It's Saturday. It's the third and final day of the off-road games. And the RV park I'm in is rapidly turning into a ghost town as people are packing up and heading out. My new friends, Bo and Wesley, they just took off. They were staying in the pod next to me. Had the tents up where mine is. And super, super nice guys. They invited me for steak dinner at their campsite last night. It was very, very kind of them. They really made the stay just absolutely enjoyable. It's the end of day 3. Shows, the off-road games are over. Had a great time. Glad I came down. Didn't get a whole lot of video because I was kind of in the moment, but had a really good time. Talked to a lot of great people, and maybe I'll do it again next year. Well, good morning. What is it? Second day of heading home. Yesterday I left Salome, Arizona, and I rode to Ely, Nevada via Prescott, Flagstaff, Page, Glendale, then over the mountain to Cedar City, and then over to Panaca, and then up to Ely. Got here in the dark. Barely avoided running into a herd of elk. That was fun. And so this morning we're going to head out. Going to try a new way home. Going to head over through Alpha, Nevada, and then up north towards Boise, or Alpha, Nevada, and then cut over to Elko, up north through Boise, or towards Boise. Gonna kind of skirt it. Gonna try as much two-lane as possible today. So, gonna get some breakfast, and then we'll hit the road.
That was some fun. Oh, that scared the crap out of me.
It's been about a week since I got home from the trip. Had to take care of some life things that I've been putting off while I was gone. Couldn't do them while I was here. And I also wanted to take some time to just think about the trip, the good and the bad. And there was both. Just kind of let it simmer on that a bit. And here we are. Had a great time. Rode lots of miles. Had a ton of fun. Met lots of really cool people. And as you saw, threw my bike on the ground. Still not sure how that happened. Was hoping I would have figured it out by now, but it's one of those things I just don't understand. I don't know if I was pulled the clutch in a little bit, because in the video I watch and I can hear the engine rev up, and then I know once it started to fall, I jabbed on the front brake. But, yeah, just don't know how it happened. Which is, I'd like to know for sure, because I'd like to not do it again. I've ridden over 100,000 miles, and I know that's nothing compared to a lot of the guys out there and gals. But yeah, it's, I know, okay. I know a contributing factor. I was exhausted. Hotel in Ely, I got like 2 hours of sleep, and I really had no business riding that far that day. I should have just stayed in bed. But you do what you want to do. And I wanted to ride. I just should have listened to my body more. Should have taken a longer break there. I only stopped long enough to book a hotel room on my phone. Didn't even take my helmet off. Just jumped right back on the bike and then promptly threw it on the ground. Well, so it was a fantastic trip all in all. Got some repairs to do. We'll take a closer look here in a second and see what all broke. Besides my heart and my pride. Yeah. Well, let's start with what I like to call the big boo-boo, which is the fairing here. Some deep scratches. There's a crack here. Fairing. It's not going to show up because I can barely see it. On the front side, on the inner fairing, got a hole. It's all cracked up. Landed on the highway peg. You can see it. I don't know if that shows up to the boat out there. So it jammed on the end so hard that I pushed this into here. Some minor scuffing there. Probably not going to worry about that too much because, ride it. And then, of course, we got the crash bar there, and the luggage saddlebag. Latch cover bit thing, hinge cover. Nothing I've been able to find on the tour pack itself. I mean, it's still filthy from the ride. Yeah, all in all, not terrible. Talked to Harley, between inner and outer, it's like $1,700. So, learned my lesson, kind of an expensive lesson. And I think I will maybe do something different on the crash bars in the back this time. And probably some different highway pegs. But yeah, that besides my pride, that's the damage. I don't know if this will show up on the. I don't know if you can see there's a decided line right there. The front half being cleaner. I don't know if you can see that or not, if that shows up. I wanted to test it out, so I coated the front half of the fender with the, who makes that? Cerakote ceramic coating. And the back half doesn't. And that definitely going to be coating the whole bike once I get it done. So that wraps up the video on the ride to the off-road games and the adventures and misadventures that entailed. Hey, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you haven't already, consider subscribing, maybe giving it a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one.